Doc Rampaggio here, talking about my haul from Zolocon. Zolocon was a great show, had a lot of fun. I'm going to be talking about that a little bit more at the end and in a post on doomkick.com. First off, you're going to notice I'm using a mic now. I really wanted to improve the sound quality from the kind of mute sound of the previous unboxings and stuff. I am looking into new mics that won't be just a headset. But for now, this is what we got. So let's see what I got at Zolocon. All right, the first thing I picked up at Zolocon, first thing right away in the morning, I picked up these awesome weirdos skateboard figures things. I saw these when we were setting up on Friday night, and the guy at the table was not there, and I was like, man, I need those weirdos things. So I spent the whole night tossing and turning in bed thinking about these weirdos, and as soon as we got there in the morning on Saturday, I went straight to that table, and I asked the guy how much they were, and he said $6 each, so I bought them. I got, what's this guy's name? Ensville Eddie, crazy looking guy. And apparently these guys magnetically attach to the skateboard, which is really cool. I haven't seen these guys before, but I have been into the Weirdos cards for quite a few years. So I was actually really excited to see these. I might do an unboxing of these guys, actually. I don't know. Maybe not. I'm going to think about it. But they are very cool, and expect to be seeing some pictures on the Instagram and on doomkick.com. This is Leaky Boat Louie. He is a sailor who appears to have a beer can, and that's pretty cool. Ensville Eddie is just a crazy-looking jumpsuit monster guy. And the Drag Hag, the Baby Blown 8. The Drag Hag is pretty good. I had to get her. Really like the Drag Hag. Although she does look nothing like the Drag Hag on the back. However, Ensville Eddie looks pretty close to the back. As does Leaky Boat Louie. So weirdos, very cool guys. My next pickups were from an awesome table full of bootlegs and knockoffs of, Masters of the Universe type stuff like Remco and Star-Lord, like Remco and Black Star and all that stuff. And so I saw some Great Warrior Beasts, which I picked up, Classic Bird, and Triceratops. Now, these guys were marked at $10 and $15. I talked the guy down to $20 for the two, so save $5. They're not in the best condition, but for the price, you can't beat it. This guy is actually in really good condition, and after a washing, he's just going to be a shelfer. The bird, however, is not in great condition at all. He's missing some paint. He's a little scuffed up. Still very playable. So what I think I'm going to do is probably end up doing a custom with this bird and painting it up, cleaning him up a little bit, making him look cool. He also has quite a severe waist gap, which may be fixable, or maybe I'll just give him a belt. Who knows? But either way, for the price, these are awesome. Also from the same table, I picked up the old Imperial two-headed dragon mount, which, I always love these things. And this was $14. It's a nice mount, great saddle. I actually thought that this was put there by the guy who had the table, but then Walter from Hammer of the Gods Customs, who actually surprised us at Zolocon and blew my goddamn mind, he said that this is the way they came from the factory, and I never knew that, so that is kind of weird. It's definitely a cheap way to attach the saddle instead of a strap, but I'm glad I didn't cut it off thinking it was just some stupid strap that someone put on there. Really like this guy, though. I mean, for $14, come on. The guys from Retro Toy Review stopped by the booth with these great 3D printed He-Man stands. You can catch them at YouTube Retro Toy Review. These stands are pretty cool. The guy had 2 different versions of them. One was for the classic thin He-Man feet, like the furry boot kind of thin foot. And the other ones were for the bigger feet, like the Manny Faces or what have you, or Remco/Rotu figures. So I picked up a 5-pack of these for $20. Very cool. Nice little Rocky stand. And the boots just slip right in. And then your He-Man figures don't fall over. They do have these foot clips, but, there's no peg in a He-Man or a Remco, so really this is, I think, probably the best way to do it because they cannot fall over on this. You get a nice stand, and it's good. I like these. I think if you like them too, check them out. They got them. You want them. Now, that's all the toys I got. But I did get some other cool stuff. I did get a good portfolio of illustrations from Chris Facone, my buddy, and yours. It's got some really cool photos, not photos, but drawings, artwork in it. I'll show you a couple of them. Just really high quality art, as Facone is known for. This one's actually definitely one of my favorites. This one is another incredible one. But yeah, so that's Facone's artwork portfolio. Very cool. He was selling these at his table. He probably has them in his online store. I'd have to check. But I would assume you can probably get one of those from him if you would like one. And the art on it is very cool. He had a bunch of his Western Grimm cards as well, which I reviewed on Doomkick.com. Go to Doomkick.com and type it into the search bar. Western Grimm. Facone also had done show exclusive print. As you can see, it's some great Ramir Ash Dragon art. You got the Zolocon 2016. Very cool. Very cool artwork, very cool print. But honestly, the artwork highlight of the show for me was when Facone handed me this amazing Al Gore riding Ziggy artwork. I'm going to actually try and get a scan of this and get it up on the page, the T-Watch page, and maybe try my hand at coloring it. I don't know. We'll see. But this is definitely amazing artwork, and I can't thank Chris enough for doing it. It looks great. I love the way he drew every part of it. It's just awesome. Speaking of artists, the other Chris Campana, was there as well, and he was selling some prints. So there was the Zolocon exclusive Acromancer print. It's a really cool drawing of the Acromancer. And I got that signed. I got a really cool drawing of Warduke. Considering figure case my buddy's Warduke customs, this seemed quite fortuitous. Campana is another amazing artist, as you can see. And then I also got my boy, Space Ghost. Exactly. So that's my haul from Zolocon. The show was killer, just killer show. I had such a great time. The vibe was great. It was all toys. Honestly, it's one of the best shows I've ever been to. It's certainly the best show I've ever sold at. It was packed. There was a lot of people there, but it was not overly crowded. It was just about the perfect level of being a lot of people, but not feeling like you can't move. The Fuge was really cool. There was all kinds of colored lights and like space stuff, and the centrifuge thing in the side, and the middle was like a big stage, and Mike was up there like doing stuff and yelling down at people. It was cool. It was really cool. I had a great time. I highly recommend you check it out next year because it's a good show, and it's only going to get better every year as more people start coming and as more vendors come. The vendors that were there were great, though. There was a lot of toys. It was all toys. There was one guy selling comic books, but other than that, it was all toys. Really great show. This is Dr. Arpeggio. Now that we're back, I'm going to be getting into the DKTV content more frequently like we used to do. Doomkick.com is going to be bumping. I'm going to be running the sales for the Zolocon leftovers. And yeah, DKTV, Doc Rampaggio, out.